put our business somewhat...
It's this man's job to make customers' dreams come true, he says. In this case, that dream is owning a Mercedes-Benz. Richard Howard is President and CEO for Africa and Asia Pacific of Daimler Financial Services, the financing arm of one of the world's most famous car marques.
The brand stands for nothing but the best, and therein lies the challenge for us. Not only luxury vehicles, people expect luxury service.
Mercedes' motto is nothing but the best. But how do you lead your team to deliver the best when your patch spans 3 continents, 10 time zones, and a wide range of divisions and cultures?
Sales, growth and customer loyalty essentially is our strategic objective. So our job in terms of financial services is having great financial services for our customers that make the sale of Mercedes-Benz cars or our trucks easier for customers. Our vision is to be a first choice for our customers, our dealers and our people.
Achieving that vision means Daimler puts a heavy focus on investing in its 270,000 employees around the world.
So a big focus on making sure we have the right talent, we have the right leadership, we're developing our people in ways that other organisations don't do, inspiring people to do something special. And from that point of view, how do you motivate people to do things they've not done before, not thought about before, and deliver something quite special?
In a talk at NUS Business School on building dynamic leadership, Howard took the example of a Formula One pit crew to illustrate the focus and alignment required to be a winning team.
Words are easy in terms of saying, okay, that's the target. The real question in business is, can you deliver? Can we get there? What do we do to do that? And that's all about kind of hearts and minds, clear objective, clear alignment.
Driven by Asia's booming auto market, Howard says Daimler expects to do as much business in the next 5 years as the firm has done in its entire 127-year history.
Just in the next 5 or 6 years, it's a 500% increase. Massive opportunities, but massive opportunities for everybody. So everybody in the world is looking here saying, how do we get a piece of that action? How do we get a piece of that market? How can we take business away from Mercedes?
Growth forecasts like that, he says, can become incomprehensible, even scary. So it's important to keep your team focused on its strategic objectives. Effective leadership is about inspiring a vision that builds belief and commitment focused on the opportunity for the team. For Daimler, that means looking for leaders able to win hearts as well as minds.
I think from a leadership point of view, in the future, or if you lead people today, you might get the head. It's easy to get the head. Logic we all like, but to get the heart is a real leadership skill. Taking the people on a journey where they can't see the future as clearly as you is really something where you mobilize the organization. The other key factor when you talk about inspiration is how can we, in terms of what's possible, blow their minds. And what I mean by that, how do we do things we've never ever done before and which some people say, look, that's not possible.
Blowing minds involves building the capability to take risks, build confidence, and learn. His advice? Don't expect plain sailing. And, if things go wrong, learn from them. Don't blow up. Leadership is about intent and building the right teams with the right combination of characters. But, at the core of great leadership is trust.
People will only follow you if they trust you. Trust is such a delicate thing, takes years to generate, and you lose it in 5 minutes. So from a business point of view, as a leadership component, trust is key.
Leaders don't build strong and dedicated teams as a result of their own intelligence. Instead, Howard says, leaders need to focus on the EQ, the emotional side, to build trust and engagement. Leaders can't lead from behind a desk.
So this question of the emotional part of our business is a key component to the leadership question. You won't take people with you with IQ. It has to be lots of EQ. And the way in showing you care is really important. Equally as important, if not more, than the business results.
Becoming a great leader is about more than simply ticking boxes on a list of standard leadership skills. It's about creating your own identity.
Of course, we all have the same core values, but what do you stand for? What do you personally stand for? And those are really helpful conversations to bring more edge and clarity to your brand. We're all unique, we're all special, we're all different.
Daimler has invested heavily into building up its ranking as a great place to work. And he says the data shows that companies that put their own people first and build strong employee engagement deliver returns on their investment. Howard says a vital tool in building commitment and engagement is what your company does in terms of corporate social responsibility. Daimler has projects around the world, ranging from HIV education in South Africa to community construction projects in rural Nepal.
People are the heart of the organisation. I would say that CSR is the soul. And what you do as an organisation, commit to as a leader in terms of you working in the CSR space is incredibly important. In fact, if you talk to employees who engage in many aspects, and we do it in all of our markets, globally, locally, it's really, in terms of their commitment to the organisation, I would say it's one of the key dimensions.
Leadership in a dynamic world is never going to be a straight road, and the journey will often be lonely. But Howard says that dynamic leaders need to be open and personable to build trust with transparency.
Of course, we know that business performance, as in life, it's an iterative process. We're learning. Do we get everything best? No. So the real question is, how fast do we learn?
Operating across time zones and cultures, Howard says dynamic leadership is about moving from a command and control style approach to one that is more consultative.
It's not about how much you know, in fact. People around you need to know more than you. And you need to surround yourself with really kind of smart people and give them the space to learn and experiment and do stuff.
For NUS Business School, I'm Joe Haverley.